Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, khush aamdeed, jayanu, goeiemorgen.
Bukhair agale, ni hao, tune shumme, washmale, ohio gozaimes, guten morgen, hola, bonjour, privyet, kaifahal, hale shumachatore, ahlan wasalan, marhaba, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and are watching World this morning, alongside the very amazing, the very fabulous, the very pink, Shiza Hashmi and Shazad Khan. Hello Shiza, how are you today?
I am great, how are you?
I'm absolutely perfect. And you know, this is what I was thinking today while I was coming to work, and that was that, you know, whenever I ask Shiza, how are you doing today? You know, the next thing she does is that she throws it back onto me. So I have to be prepared every time.
But that's just etiquette as well, you guys.
Yeah, it is. But, you know, other than good, there needs to be a bit of detail in how you feel today.
Okay, well, I feel very energetic. That is because I had, you know, a lot of coffee in the morning. Other than that, I do get a lot of my energy from you, to be honest.
Thank
because
you
you are, right before the show, you literally bring the energy factor of the show to the studio.
So please don't make me cry, come on.
No, but it's great. The day is beautiful outside. And so how do you feel?
I feel ecstatic. I feel amazing. I feel superb too as well, because what I've noticed is that, you know, since we have been doing this show for 4.5 years as a PTV World team. So, you know, earlier when I got into this work, I wasn't able to actually wake up very early, you know, because I wasn't an early riser. But now I feel that life's more beautiful because I get to see what people do not see who actually sleep till midday.
Exactly.
And I wrap up my work, and by midday, I'm once again in my bed too as well.
Oh,
so I get to fill up my Z's too as well. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a very interesting program for you, because a lot of times we talk about exchange programs. But this exchange program is totally different. Talking about this exchange program, ladies and gentlemen, more than 600 students have been offered internships in different countries. People from different countries are coming over here, and NUST University is actually hosting them on behalf of Higher Education Commission. And then, other than that, people from Berry University or any university of Pakistan can actually avail the facility to go abroad, work with other people, and learn some technical skills.
Yeah. So this is basically a sort of a student body, you know, students from different countries, from different universities are going on exchange programs to other countries. You get to learn the culture as well. Exactly. But this is different in a way. There are other cultural exchange programs, but this is different because they're also providing you a technical platform. So you get to, you know, have a hands-on experience of things as well.
Exactly.
So this was basically founded in 1948, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And Pakistan joined this in 1990.
Yes.
We've been a member of this since, I don't know how many years, do the maths yourself. But yes, that's what it is. And it's called ISTE.
Yes, ISTE stands for International Association for the Exchange of Students for Technical Experience.
Yes.
And we have been talking about it, ladies and gentlemen, lately on the show as well, that when you want to grow, when you want to do something better in life, all you need to have is, or all you need to do is sit down with people who do not belong to your race, your caste, or your color as well. And that's when you get more exposure, that's when you get to learn. And for that particular reason, you know, there are people over here in the studios who deserve to be here, because they're the ones looking after this program, which we call ISTE. They're going to let us know about what's happening, what has happened, and what will happen in the near future, and how it's all beneficial. So on my right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by somebody who was a bit confused earlier, a moment ago, but now she's doing fine, I guess. She's none other than Miss Aisha Mushtaq, and she's looking after the exchange executive ISTE as well. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you very much for making it to the studio. You're doing great. Just relax. Everything's going to be fine. Alongside Miss Aisha Mushtaq, we have been joined by somebody who's in education herself. She's even looking after ISTE, ladies and gentlemen, and she's none other than Miss Aruba Gilani. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. I'm absolutely perfect. Alongside Miss Aruba Gilani, one of the very lucky students who actually got the chance to be a part of this internship. We've got other students waiting too as well. We've got 2 segments today. He went to Austria for his technical training program. His name is Mr. Hamza Aziz, and he was a student at Berry University back then. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum salam, I'm good, how are you?
Absolutely perfect,
well,
thank you very much.
Salam. You like him,
I like it. Whenever you say assalamu alaikum, the next person needs to say wa alaikum assalam. All right, that's the rule. But last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, a very chirpy, mood uplifting kind of lady, because when you see her, you know, it feels as if, you know, there's quite a lot of energy in her. She's actually the Assistant Manager, Industrial Relations NUST. She's none other than Miss Mariam Akmal. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. See, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so let's get the conversation started with Miss Aisha. Are you relaxed? All good? Okay, great. So tell us about ISTE, first of all, and how Pakistan got to be a member of it.
Okay, so basically, as you explained earlier, ISTE is an international program. It stands for International Association for Exchange of Students for Technical Experience.
Okay.
It came into being in 1948, soon after World War II.
Yeah.
And the story behind it was that the scientists, the scientists from all over the world, they thought that the World War, it created a lot of mess in the countries. Maybe that was it was because of the miscommunication between the cultures.
Okay.
And we had been using technology to create, distances between people. We have to come up with something. I don't think I'm doing.
It's perfectly all right. You're
No,
doing
you're doing great.
You're
Please
just
carry on.
you're just saying it right. Go ahead.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so
Okay.
Aruba, can you pick up?
Yeah. So what was the question?
So
Yeah.
after World War II, people felt like there's a need for peace among countries,
Yeah.
right?
So what they did, that they started this, an association. They formed this association where this exchange program was, started between the
Okay.
different countries, and they normally host a conference in one of the countries, and over there they exchange the slots, the internship slots
Okay,
for technical experience for different
So when you're
level
doing
of
technical
use.
experience, when you're saying, what does that mean?
That means that students from all across the different countries,
Yeah.
they come and they work in your particular labs,
Okay.
in your state-of-the-art labs, and
Right.
with your faculty, experienced subject matter experts and all. So
And
that's how
that
the
includes
exchange
all
program
the
is.
engineering and
Yeah.
the management sciences students.
Yeah, I was
so
going to
people
ask
from
you.
all over the engineers and the
basically only for
management
science and
sciences students, they can participate.
Okay,
in that
that's great.
program.
Now what I need to ask over here is that, why do you think that Higher Education Commission gave responsibility to NUS to host all these students which were coming from abroad? Why not other universities? And you told me earlier that even NED is a part of this program. So which
From
other
this year.
universities over here in Pakistan are members of this program?
Are there
It's,
any
bec-
other
it's
universities?
because due to the facilities, the on-campus accommodation facilities NAS provides.
Okay.
So this is one of the main reasons.
Okay, so the students who are coming to Pakistan, they get to stay inside NAST?
Yeah, we provide them on-campus accommodation, and other than that, we arrange industrial visits, other recreational trips, and the co-curricular activities.
And Shiza, I believe in where credit is due, it's due. So I need to speak a bit about NUS University too as well, because when I had an interview with the HEC director, he was telling me about the incubation center. I think the first university to come up with the idea of an incubation center, ladies and gentlemen, was NUS itself. And for all of those robotics competitions, we have had kids over or students over, they were from NUS too as well. The Formula Racing teams, they were from NUS too. So a commendable job by NUS and the administration too as well. But how do you think that this ISTE program will be beneficial for people coming to Pakistan or people going out from Pakistan?
Okay, so the program is not just limited to the technical experience.
Okay.
After that, for example, the students coming for already enrolled in some master's program abroad, and they come here for this exchange program at NAST or any other university in Pakistan. They get to explore so many other things, and then they get enrolled for PhD, and then they, maybe they want to work here or they want to give back to Pakistan, in one way or the other. So that's how other doors are also open.
Okay, but let's ask the same question from,
Pakistan.
a person who has had the experience of it.
Hamza.
Yeah. So has it been beneficial for you?
Yeah, it's been very beneficial for me.
In what terms?
In work sense, and also as a cultural thing. Because as a work, I get to work in a company that was a global company.
Okay.
It's like in 45 countries. So I was working in their headquarters. So I
great.
got the chance to connect with the people from different culture, from different background.
Yeah.
So as a work experience, it was really good.
So you were learning a lot, basically,
Yeah.
from this.
I
How
learned a
did
lot.
you get to know about this program itself?
I got to know about this by a faculty member at my university. She told me about this, and then I checked about all the the vacancies or the placements that were offered. So the placement that was according to my study, I chose that and I got accepted.
Okay, that's great. So when you say when you came back after the exchange program, do you feel like because of this experience you have at your hands, you're going to, compared to other people, you're going to get a better job?
Yeah, as a job thing, yeah, it's a pretty better thing because I have hands-on experience in Pakistan and international.
as well.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's
Okay,
that's
but
great.
whenever we talk about internship programs, it's usually after the 6th or the 5th semester when the
Yeah.
summer comes in, and it's imperative to get the degree, right? But you did it when you were almost a
Almost
graduate,
graduate,
right?
yeah.
So how does it work for you then?
Yeah, it worked. I guess it worked far better for me because I was graduate and I could easily extend my internship there.
So you went to Austria.
Yeah, for 6 months.
What kind of competitive edge have you got within computer sciences now after having that internship program and getting your hands on to technical experiences?
In Austria, I was working in the research team. So as a research team, you have to think forward. So I have that mentality because they were thinking about the things, the technologies that will come after 5 or 10 years. So they would try to cater all those things. So now I have the experience. So I have that mentality because my mentor was really
so
good.
what are you trying to say, thinking forward? Does it mean that, if everybody's thinking today, you'll think tomorrow?
No, I'll think today
It's
about
on a lighter
tomorrow.
note. It's all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a joke. So, Mariam, what role do you play in ISTEC?
Basically, we facilitate the students and like all the issues, that their logistics, their on-campus residence, their all the industrial trips, their recreational trips, and all the other activities.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And this time around, we are hosting 15 students at NAST. And last year, we hosted 12 students.
Okay.
And I just want to add one thing that we are, inshallah, going to launch NAST ISTEC Club at NAST University.
But that's great. Okay, but when you host a lot of people from different countries, they obviously have different cultures, they have different eating habits, they have different issues, right?
Yeah.
So how do you cater to all of these things? I mean, somebody is from China, he or she wants to eat Chinese, which is not even exactly the way we eat Chinese over here, because that's something which I've got an experience about as well. So how do you cater to their needs then?
I would like to add
Sure.
one thing to it. Surprisingly, it's not the case.
Okay.
What happens when foreigners coming over here, they're more interested in knowing about our culture,
Right.
our
Yeah.
traditions, our food. And
So the only thing they talk about is biryani. That's it. That's all I've heard. I mean,
Yes.
biryani. That's it.
biryani or korma.
Yeah.
They know that. We have an intern from Switzerland. He is very fond of the curry that we make.
Yeah.
So he likes that food. He says that somehow he can identify it as a different recipe from Indian kadai,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Maybe you can ask him yourself.
And it might be a great experience. Okay, now let's talk about, since these people are over here, and even Ms. Ruba mentioned about the cultural aspect too as well. But when these students are here, what kind of technical experiences are we sharing with them, and with what kind of faculty?
Okay, so basically what happens, I would like to further, elaborate on the process,
Sure.
how we host these
Yeah,
students. What happens that in January, they have their annual conference, which gets being hosted by different, member countries. More than 80 countries are member of this organization, so every year they have to rotate different countries. So in the annual conference, every country has to represent themselves. They have to come up with first of all, they have to do the job raising. Job raising means that you have to go to the universities and even to the corporate sector to find internship opportunities.
Okay.
They have to discuss the technical expertise they have got, and you raise the jobs from there.
Okay. By
Checking-
yourself?
Yes, by ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a team of few people who are working with me, and we go to the corporate sector, we go to different universities, ask them what kind of projects they're working on, either they are local or they are international, and on the basis of that, we come up with some offer forms. When we go to the conference, we share those offer forms with different countries, and on mutual understanding, we do the exchanges. Exchange means that if we are, making a negotiation on that particular offer, one of the student is going to be hosted by the other country, and one is going to be coming to our country.
Okay, makes sense.
Yes, and this program is for only science and technology students, not other domains like
Yeah,
arts.
we got it. Hamza told us too as well. And thank you very much for reiterating upon that. But since you mentioned, since you talked about that, that the organization was actually founded in 1948, and the purpose was to have a good gear connection, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that with these student exchange programs, the communication within the countries is better now?
Exactly, that's the case, and that's the main aim of it. The main purpose of this program is to provide technical experience, and the sideline is the cultural
aspect.
experience.
Yep.
But what happens when they come to Pakistan, at least for Pakistan I can say that, when they come to Pakistan, our main focus is on providing them, like cultural exposure more than
Yeah.
the technical thing. So at times if they're planning to go to the northern areas or they want to go to Lahore to see the activity at Wagah borders, we provide the assistance. Especially NAST University,
Yeah.
they help us in making the arrangements for them.
Okay.
Because, like we do have security concerns as well, so we have to ensure that somebody takes
Right.
them around. So NAST University provides assistance in that particular domain. When they go over there, they meet different people, and they come up with this idea that you people are very friendly. The way we see you are being pictured in international media, it's way far different from it. I will share one of my experiences. I went to Slovakia for some business purpose, and by the way, I just mentioned it to one of the interns who came to Pakistan from Slovakia.
Okay.
So his family wanted to host me for one dinner. The reason they wanted to host me was very interesting. They said that it was you because I had been coordinating with those students who were coming to Pakistan that year.
Okay.
So they were like, because of you, you took good care of our kid. He is back from Pakistan in one piece.
Okay.
I was like, why would you say that? yeah. So
I mean, I don't know even to smile on this or not, but yeah.
It's irony.
Yes.
It's irony, yeah. So,
So you're basically also changing the image of Pakistan,
Yes.
portraying the softer picture, which is great. I
yes.
totally
And
agree
even
with
over there, what happened that while we were, having dinner, they had the parents and the kid. They were having a conversation. The mother could not speak English, so she was speaking with her kid in her local language.
And then the kid was telling you,
Yes.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, he said, no, mom, I'm not going to tell her that.
Okay.
I was like, I can understand you,
Yeah,
Martin. And he was like, okay, I will tell you, but first of all, I have to, talk to my mother about it.
Okay.
The thing he was talking about, the mother said that women in Pakistan, they're suppressed.
Okay.
They wear burqa, they cannot
But
go
that's
out.
such a general conception, right?
Yes, yes. And then he told the mother that I had been in Pakistan, I had been interacting with the woman over there. It's nothing like that. So it was very, overwhelming for me to see that a kid is fighting with his parents, telling
Yeah.
that
So I
Pakistan
think
is
this
what
show
he
is
saw
an
in
example of that too as well, where
Yeah.
there are just two men over here and four of the women, and we respect that. We want them to be empowered. We want to give them the equal rights too as well, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, and it's great, as you've mentioned all the stories, it's great that you are obviously portraying a better picture of Pakistan, but, students from different countries are getting to learn a lot about other countries.
Exactly,
But,
but-
right before the show, I
Yeah.
was talking to Hamza and other students, and they said that they were selected on merit. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria.
Yeah, maybe Aisha, you can elaborate on
Any one of you?
Sure. Eligibility criteria, we do not, focus only on the GPA.
Okay.
GPA does not matter. This is the vision of Executive Director HEC, Dr. Arshad Ali. He says that if you have motivation, if you have passion to do
Yeah.
something, then we will give you the platform.
Exactly.
Okay.
So GPA does not matter, but it depends that either the other country, their local committee is that
Are
if
they willing?
have-
Okay for
yes,
them.
if they are willing to
Yeah.
give them the opportunity on the basis of GPA or not.
Okay.
We see that a person has passion to learn something. We evaluate on different factors, and before that, we ask the university to interview their students and see if they have,
Okay.
they have motivation to learn new things.
Right.
They want to explore their particular domain, and they can afford as well.
Okay, Ms. Mariam, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but
that's
before we
amazing.
move on to a short break,
Yeah.
we will be, right back after that. But can you just quickly run us over with the procedure of applying for this, for the students?
For anybody who wants to do that, who knows it?
I think Aisha knows that.
I think Hamza can do that.
maybe
Hamza, how did you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, for the procedure thing, it's like you have to make your profile, the culture-wise and a technical thing, and then we just forward it to the IST of the other country, and they do all the things. That is it eligible? Are they good enough or not? And then that's it. It's not a very lengthy process.
Yeah, they have to make their detailed resume and that personal statement, and there are other documents which are required by the IST. So once you submit them, then the particular, the university, the coordinator over there, so he will review your statement.
And we can
profile.
find the guidelines on the
Yeah.
HEC
Okay,
website.
but the only thing which I cannot figure out is what kind of cultural profile were you filling up? I mean, this is something which I would be interested in to ask that, for all those people who will be applying online, how did you fill it up?
I mean, you have to work. You will work in a group, so you should have some hands-on experience as a student body or some organization. Every university have a student body or something, so you can work there as a team, anything. So if you have worked there, a volunteer work, anything can count. So
Okay.
you just have to mention it in the profile so that the other country.
And it
will
comes
realize
under the branch of culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have worked in a group, so that's it.
Well, that's how we
Yeah.
love it, making it simple. But thank you very much for being with us. It was lovely to have you. And the only reason that we're going to send you to Sit Back Studio is because of the fact that there are other students, foreign students, ladies and gentlemen, waiting for their turn, and we'll ask them how their experience was over here. But the best part is that when Hamza went to Austria, he was even getting paid. The residence was for free.
Wow.
And all he needed to do was buy an air ticket. So for all those kids who are out there, students who are out there who got the passion,
Yeah.
you've heard Miss Aisha, Miss Ruba, and Miss Mariam too as well. All you need to do is apply yourself. But
Yeah.
do we have like an opening time, for example, within summers or within winters?
Yeah.
Please tell us about that.
Okay.
So the timelines, yeah.
Okay. As soon as we are back from the annual conference, we just get 1 month to figure out the candidates.
And the
for
annual
our-
conference is in January.
January.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So by 30th of March, we have to come up with the candidates and share their profiles with the concerned countries.
Okay.
And they take almost 1 month after that, the students who have been selected, they can start the internship anytime. They can even be, working in summers. They are given a time frame in which they have to, report to the concerned.
Okay, and one last thing very quickly, and that is, how do you ensure that there's not going to be a brain drain too as well? For example, if the students, they went somewhere abroad, never came back, what would you do about that?
No, but I think you do go on a visa. What he means to say is when of course, let's take an example of Hamza. He doesn't
You get
have
an
any-
extension, whatever.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
got an
there are so
extension.
many other possibilities.
Yes, there are.
There are certain scenarios
really
in which,
cannot-
if the employer is very happy with the student, they extend them, they offer them proper jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
So they communicate with us, and we talk to the concerned faculty and the university. If they agree, they can freeze their semesters.
Okay,
Okay.
So that they can
that's
work
great.
over there and then.
Well, that's great. So I think we have wrapped it up with you guys. Thank you very much for giving us all the information about IST. But for all those people who are out there, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with other foreign students and Pakistani students who went to foreign to get their hands on technical experience. That's what we're talking about. Good morning.
Stay tuned.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Go ahead, please.
Welcome back to World This Morning. We have a brilliant show lined up for you guys, which is why we're not taking a lot of time. Without further ado, we're back to IST or IST, as they say in different
Exactly. And
countries.
at this very moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce to you, the foreign students who actually came in from Switzerland, Jordan, and Austria to Pakistan to get their hands on technical experience as well. Let me just very quickly introduce them. Ms. Aisha is staying back so that she can further elaborate on the apparatus and the procedures too. So on my right-hand side, we have been joined by a foreign exchange student from Switzerland. He's none other than Mr. Daniel Leshner. Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Lechner.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you very much for
wow,
joining
that's
us. Alongside Mr. Daniel, we've been joined by Mr. Waleed Khader from Jordan. Hello, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alaikum assalam. How are you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. And last but not the least, she was studying biology in Australia. She's none other than Miss Eva Ospega. Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, fine,
Austria,
thank you.
yes. She has joined us from Austria, ladies and gentlemen. Slip of tongue, please don't mind.
Yes.
Okay, very quickly, because we've got very small time, short time. So, Daniel, how is it to be in Pakistan? And do you think that you've learned quite a lot which you were not able to do in Switzerland?
Yes, I'm very happy to be here. I learned a lot of stuff. I could use my knowledge I learned in my studies to make more enhance this, learn more about it, and was very nice to meet a lot of people.
So what is your
locals.
field of study?
My field of study is mechanical engineer.
Okay.
I work for the company here who makes educational stuff and
And you've got something
I
with
got
you.
something
Go ahead,
with us.
show it to us.
So this is something manufactured here in Pakistan, and my
Contribution to this?
my contribution to this is to take this kind of first version of robot and make a new device out of
Okay.
it. So I'm doing a prototype with enhancing this kind of product.
And do you think if you would have been in Switzerland, do you think that you would have got the same opportunity
No,
over
probably
there?
At
not.
this point
No
in
problem.
time.
So that's great. So this is where we say that the program's authentic too as well.
The company is working in, it's called Learnabots. It's a tech ed company.
Okay.
And the main thing is that they make kits, or they make all the components in Pakistan.
Okay.
Wow.
It's an amazing thing to,
So it is great.
mention.
Thank you very much for making us more proud as well. Let's just move on to Waleed. So Waleed, which company are you working with over here in Pakistan?
Well, I am now have my internship at NUST, at the robotics lab as well. We are working at
something called RoboCup. It's a small robot that has its World Cup, football for World Cup. And we are trying to implement a new algorithm for this RoboCup. So yeah, this is our basic project for now. We are working on this now.
And then how is it to be in Pakistan, first of all?
Well,
Is it
from
the
my
first time for
first
you, though?
step in Pakistan, we can see that people here are very kind, very helpful. So yeah, we enjoyed people here. They are very kind, and food, spicy food. So yeah, it's pretty good. We had much experience and much fun here in
How do
Pakistan.
you think that this internship is going to benefit you in near future?
Yeah, in your career.
For me, the robotics thing that we have in NUST, we didn't have that in Jordan. So I gained much experience here and more knowledge. So when I come back to Jordan, I can share this experience with my colleagues and these guys. And I think we can improve it in our university as well. We will steal some
So
ideas
let's
from
move
you.
on to Eva from Austria over here. So how do you think is the work practice over here in Pakistan?
It's interesting here.
What do you mean by interesting?
I enjoy it very much because I'm going to work in 3 labs, different labs here,
Okay.
and I can see what they do. And last time I can do for me something for myself, and that was really good. And
Okay, so
interesting
you
for
were
me.
studying.
Actually, she recently joined. Actually.
Recently joined,
She's
okay.
understanding the systems and the.
Well,
projects
that's
you're working
amazing.
on.
So now let's get to the cultural aspect as well,
Yes,
because we
absolutely.
were very short of time as well. We know that most of you love biryani over here. So what kind of other food? Have you been to some weddings? Have you been around? Have you been to different places in Pakistan?
We had a trip to Lahore,
Okay.
and where we visit the Wagah border and went to street food for
Okay.
had butter chicken and
All right.
other stuff, and also went north to Mari and
Yes.
Kilgi, no, not
Khanspur.
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 Khanspur, yes. It was very nice to see kind of the plain area from Lahore, but also the mountain area in
Yeah.
the north.
So did you try wearing our national dress shalwar kameez over here
Yes,
too as well?
I actually bought a kurta.
Yeah?
And with the big pants.
Yeah, that's cool. What about you? Because our culture is very similar,
Yeah,
right?
for us in Jordan, we don't have that much different culture, but for food, yeah, it's different. And for mountains in Jordan, we don't have also mountains, so we have been to Margala Hills, and sure, we have been to Manal.
Okay.
And we tried the food there, is very good. So yeah, but for the culture, we don't have much culture
Differences.
difference.
So
Yeah,
are you
because
looking
it's the
forward to
same.
Eid al-Adha as well? Because it's going to be on
Yeah,
the
actually,
23rd or 24th.
I'm leaving Pakistan before Eid al-Adha
All right.
because I want to spend with my family.
Of course.
Yeah, sure. It's,
Yeah.
And Eva, what about you? Are you going to stay on Eid? Because this is one of our very amazing cultural and religious festivity as well, and people wear mehndi and henna and all of that. Did you got to do that over here?
I don't understand.
Okay, it's perfectly all right because it's our thing, and this is why you're here, so that
Yeah.
you understand our culture.
Yes.
So,
It's too
okay.
early for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How many days that you are here in Pakistan?
How long have you been here?
I'm for 1 week here. No.
Okay, for one
So-
week. Okay, so that's cool. So are you getting along with all the other students or all the other co-workers as well, the colleagues? Are you having any difficulty over here?
Yes, a lot of
Go ahead,
difficult-
tell us.
You mean from Austria to here?
Please go ahead.
Yes, there are a lot of difference in food and in the culture, and also in the vegetation. And
Did you get to make friends over here in hostel at NUST?
yes, I get some
Well, it
friends.
seems like you didn't have any other choice, yeah?
I don't understand very much. Sorry.
Okay, that's great. So you guys are having a fun time over here.
Yes.
You guys are getting some more things to learn.
Yeah.
And you think that it was beneficial for you to travel outside your countries to learn something good for your own self and to give back, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is. Thank you very much for being with us, because we'll wrap
Thank
up over here. We've got 2 more students to ask questions. One is from Pakistan, and the other one, I guess, is from Thailand as
Yeah.
well. And this lady, I need to ask her some amazing question, because she went from Pakistan to Thailand to study. Wow.
The girl who's going to come in the next segment.
Yes.
Oh, yes. She actually just told me she studies computer sciences, and that
Yeah.
is what she actually practiced there as well. So this is, Ms. Aisha, is this a 6-week-long program, though?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It can be extended to 1 year as well.
Okay. Okay.
So
that's
do you really have to be student to opt for this program, or anybody can go?
No, you are supposed to be enrolled student in some, university
Recognized
of your home
university? Okay.
country.
Yes.
I mean, imagine that, if I get an internship in Thailand and I'm getting paid over there. Wow, fantastic.
But
I mean,
I'm
it's going
pretty
to be
sure
a
you're not going to
vacation.
leave this.
Yeah, obviously. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go head
taking a
out for a
short
short
break.
break. Don't go anywhere. This will be our last segment. And you got to listen to these people because they're amazing and
Yes,
they're
of
learning
course.
for themselves and for the future generations to come. And these programs are very helpful. So let's go for a short break. Don't go anywhere.
Good morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PT World, you're watching World this morning alongside Shiza Hashmi and Shazad Khan, and I think this is the third time that I'm telling you this, and it's only because of the fact that we went for a break. So for all those people who just tuned in, this information for you. So today we are in conversation with people who are actually looking after IESTA, which is an international internship program, which was founded back in 1948. Pakistan became a member in 1990. And since then, more than 600 students have actually traveled to Pakistan, and we're doing internships over here. And then students from Pakistan have traveled into different countries. We were sharing people's experience. For example, people who were from Switzerland, Jordan, they were here in the earlier segment too as well. They shared about their experiences over here. Now we've got two more students, one's from Pakistan, one's from Thailand. So let me just very quickly introduce you guys with Varali Chantapao, who's from Thailand. Swabaya, how are you? Thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to have you.
Yes.
And alongside Mr. Varali, we have been joined by Zul Iman. She's a computer science graduate from Barry University. She went to Thailand for an internship program, and that's where I wanted to start my conversation with her. Thailand, and that too for friendship. And that too a lady from Pakistan. How did you ask your parents about this internship program, and how supportive were they?
First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting us on your show, and it's such a huge honor that I'm here, and I will share my experience. At the starting, my parents were not allowing me that, in Pakistan, our society, they just don't like it if a girl from Pakistan go abroad alone. So, but I convinced them that it will be good for myself and in the future, for my job and related to that things, yes. So when I convinced them, they just allowed me, and I went to Thailand last year in the end of July, and my interview was on the day of Eid al-Fitr.
Okay.
And when they conducted my interview, I was very confused, and at the end time, my laptop was not working. And I just set my cell phone to the sofa, and I just gave my interview, and they said yes. And I was very shocked, and I said, are you serious? You guys are selecting me? And they said, yes, you are selected, and come to Thailand. And that's how it happened.
So for all of those students who are actually going to apply for this program, can you help them by telling what did they actually ask you in your interview?
Yes, they will ask first of all about your personality, about your perception, about life, about work, general questions.
And what did you tell them?
I said that I'm a hardworking student and some strengths and some weakness of myself. Yes.
Okay, that's great. Let's move on to Varali over here. So when you got to know that you're going to Pakistan, what was the first thing which came into your mind?
Actually, my senior, last year student, internship student, she told me a lot about Pakistan. That, people in here is very kind and food is very good. It's spicy because we love spicy, so we get used to it.
And I love Thai food too as well, because
Really?
it's so hard to find the chicken in it because it's just mostly curry.
Yes.
So you really have to go fishing if that's what the case is. But other than that, how do you think that your experience over here with the company where you're doing your internship will help you in your near future or in your career?
Okay. I'm internship in NBS, it's a not business school, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I got an professional skill there. Like, I really like it. My colleague helped me a lot because I'm not good at English and I don't know how to write, something like that.
Okay.
Wow, okay, that's great. So if you have to say the same thing in Thai, so how will you say it? Can you say it again?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
โอเค ยากมากที่แบบว่าจะใช้ภาษาอังกฤษในการเขียนทีสิทธ์เพราะว่ามันต้องลึกมาก something
Oh,
like that.
that's great. So we know it already because you just said it as well.
So have you tried Thai food in Pakistan though?
Yes, in Jinyaki,
Yeah.
in a Mona, something
Okay.
like that, the food is just 10% that the same like Thai
Okay,
food.
10%?
Yes,
Okay.
just 10%, but it's
Okay.
good.
But you're enjoying, right?
Yes.
Have you made friends here?
Yes, a lot.
Really?
Because I stay in a hostel, Fatima hostel. Actually, at first I go to the roomie. It's a boy hostel. They didn't know that, but that's okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
But then
And-
they sorted it out for you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let me just move back to Zul. So Zul, once you were in Thailand, you were in Bangkok, what was your routine like? I mean, do you have to go for work every day or do you have like 3 working days in a week? How does it work over there?
5 working days and 2 days for vacation. And in Thailand, it's very common to go out with your family, with your friends on weekends. So yes, I woke up 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. and then I went to the work and I came around 6 p.m.
All right.
Yes,
So
12
what kind
hours.
of work were you supposed to do over there?
I was doing web designing, web developing. I made inventory system for the company Western
Wow.
Digital.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
So did you get a job offer too as well by the end of
Yes,
your internship?
yes.
And then why did you choose to come back?
They offered me a job and I came here for my studies.
Yeah.
Yes, because I haven't graduated yet. So that's why I came here back. But maybe in the future I will go back for the job purpose as well.
Okay,
On a
that's
lighter
right.
note though, when you went to Thailand, what is some of the, what is one of the memories that still stays with you?
My friends, my friends from different countries. Yes.
I think
miss
that's
them a
great.
lot.
But towards the end, Miss Aisha, what do you think about what future holds for all of these students, first of all, and then for all of those people who are out there who are watching our show today, if they want to be a part of this program, how can they apply? How can they approach you guys so that their future can be in safer hands?
And sorry before you start, but ISTA falls under the auspices of HEC, right? Higher Education Commission?
Not exactly. We just, we do it as a separate body, and we get assistance from different universities. We partner with them.
Like?
We have, like, apart from National University, as you had been telling, we have 3 other universities, NED Karachi.
NED, yes.
Yes, Fast University and Beria University.
Okay.
So
all of them have different roles?
Different roles, yes.
Okay.
For taking care of the logistics, Fast University provides a lot of assistance. When it comes to providing assistance with the outgoing students, with all the procedures, Beria University plays big role in that.
Okay.
And if we have to host foreign students in Karachi, then NED Karachi, they provide us assistance.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that's just great.
Yeah,
And do you have any websites or anything where people can log on for information?
yes, we do have our official Facebook page and website where we put up all the information about incoming and outgoing, both the students.
So that's just great. Thank you very much for joining us. We were happy to have you guys over here in Pakistan. Enjoy the most, and we'll try to serve you with a better Thai food, all right? Because we're not expert in that. Thank you very much, Miss Aisha. Please keep on leading them just the way you are doing it already. Best of luck for your future endeavors. And do you want to say anything?
Yeah, just be, safe, be kind to each other. And I had a question. I should be asking this, earlier in the show, just
go ahead.
as we started. But did you ever go to, another country to, for a job or to study?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So how was your experience?
I think my experience was
we
great.
should have started the show with this, by the way.
The only reason why I went out there was because of the fact that, my father was always of the sort that if you have to travel internationally by a plane or even domestically by a plane, all you have to do is you have to do it yourself.
Okay.
So the only way I had to go outside my country was to convince him that I'm going to study.
Okay.
So that's why I got out of there. And while I was there, you know, I did learn quite a lot of things, and I think that they give you competitive advantage because in a lot of different countries, the usage of technology is very different.
Right.
And once you learn to use the newer technologies, I think you become more acquainted towards technology which exists over here as well, and the usages of it, and it is always beneficial for your life.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
I think that was a great answer, yeah.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything you want to ask us about the program itself, please write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of
World This Morning.
on Twitter,
World This Morning without a G.
on Dailymotion and YouTube.
World This Morning.
And the fabulous repeat is going to be at
11 in the night.
till the next time. 1, 2, 3.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Thank you.